Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back, or howdy if you're new. Today, I'm going to show you my ROG Ally X, all the mods that I've done to it, and basically how I've turned it into essentially an Xbox Elite Series controller, even with the back paddle buttons, and an all-new mod that you haven't seen here yet, or pretty much anywhere, and I co-developed it with Yes It's Kira, so huge shout out to her for helping us out in the modding community with creating these 3D printer files, and also a huge shout out to the channel OG members. You guys are the GOAT. Much love. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me through all these videos. I know the gap has been a little bit more than normal as far as the time frame of them coming out. We did have a camera unfortunately die, rest in peace. So I'm in the process of getting a new camera, and as you can see, we're using the iPhone today, so bear with me if there's any camera quality that you don't like, but trust me, the next camera that's coming, you guys are going to be completely blown away. That's all I'm going to say. The OGs are here. You guys know. You already know what's up. Thank you, guys. So today I'm going to be just showing you what the mods are. I'll link the videos below if you want to do any of the mods, and there is going to be one mod that will be in a future video, and I'll give a better detailed guide on it, but it doesn't really need much of a guide. You can pretty much just print and follow the instructions. So with all that out of the way, let's just dive right on in. We have some Hall effect joysticks coming from HandheldDiy. If you haven't seen that, man, check that video below as well. HandheldDiy, huge shout out to them. We are going to be getting an early sample of those Hall effect sticks, but these are the PS5 thumbstick caps. You know, the stock thumbstick caps are pretty good. They've got a nice little rubber ring around them. They feel really nice. It's a two-part design, so you can actually take it apart right here with a screwdriver, but you actually do have to take the whole back plate off to get these little things off. So here's the thing. If you want to turn yours into kind of like an Xbox Elite Series with the thumbsticks, but you don't want to actually take it apart and you don't want to swap these out, these are the PS5 joystick caps, and they do require a little bit of FAFO to make them just perfect. But check this out. The Elite Series has a little party trick where you can swap them out for these longer thumbstick caps right here. Well, you can do that if you want. You can actually 3D print some and swap these out, or you can get the PS5 ones that have the detachable sticks as well. But what I think is an even better option is to get some of these right here. Now, these are actually made by HandheldDiy. They sent these over. I really think these are the best fitting thumbstick caps that I have actually seen. So if you want to check these out, let me show you what happens when you put them on. And I'm going to compare them to kind of some old school methods, but check this out. So when you pop that on like that, you've got this little divider in the middle, and it allows to kind of just press on, and it has a lot of tension. That thing ain't going nowhere. It's on there. Very, very good connection. And then if you have the absolute controller, it even fits on these. It's a super tight fit, but that's good. So you can put a heck of a lot of force on those, and they stick on. They're a little tricky getting off, which is great. You shouldn't be able to easily take these on and off. So these right here are awesome. I would show them on the Ally itself, but I run these PS5 thumbstick caps. So what I'm going to do is just put them back on here, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And before I do that, let me show you an example of why these are better than the other methods. So these are of another brand. I won't mention the brand name, but I'm sure you can probably take a guess. When you pop these on like so, and you start getting aggressive, they will pop off really easily. They just don't stay on. These things are absolutely kind of pointless for me. For some people who are gentle gamers, it might be great for, but if you are a rough gamer, these are the way. Now, these sizes are an offset design, so you've got one shorter one, one longer one, which I prefer, since this lower button on most Xbox sticks is lower and closer. So if they were higher, it would be very uncomfortable if they were equal. So it actually makes sense that you've got a taller one here and you've got a shorter one here. But let me show you the final one. And this is more of like a little silicone cap, and these are a pain to get on, and then they come right off. So those are junk. So if you want to upgrade your stock sticks, grab some of these. They fit great on the Ally X thumbsticks. Check those out in links below. All right, so now let's move on to the D-pad. Now on the Xbox Elite Series, once again, we do have a removable magnetic D-pad. And how we achieved that is we actually did 3D print a little part that goes inside of here. Like I said, videos below if you want to do it. You'll press fit in some magnets that you'll have to salvage out of either a broken controller or the replacement parts that you'll see in the video as well. So check those out. That will allow you to use a circular or one of these. Awesome mod, absolutely awesome. The next mod that I've done is the buttons. I'm sure you've seen the buttons. These are done by a company on Etsy, and they will hook you up if you custom configure a set of these. You will have to message them and tell them what color you want, so definitely reach out to them. I'll put a link up above on the screen to their store if you want to check those out. Now, the moment you guys have been waiting for right here, the new mod that no one else has seen yet, it is this right here. This is going to allow you to have what I think is one of the coolest, most genius mods that we have ever cooked up here. Yes, it's Kira. She is the 3D printing designer for most of all the files that you've seen, like D-pad mods and all that. She's heavily involved in the community. I'll link their Discord below, but let's talk more about this. So on the Xbox Elite Series controller, you have these little removable paddles back here, and they basically have a little notch on the back here, and that presses this button right here. We had a couple of different variations when we first started this project, and we tried putting it on the actual button itself, but because it has a pivot point in the way it's designed, all it was doing is lifting the button up. It actually wasn't pressing the button in. So we do have to actually put some double-sided tape to hold this on. I am thinking about doing a revised version that will screw into the back plate, but for now, this is the official way that you'll need to do it with the double-sided tape, and it holds on pretty good. I'm not 1000% happy with the fitment just yet, but I mean, it works. You know what I mean? It actually does click. It works really good, and you can even use the shorter ones, which is my favorite. I really think these are kind of the best feel, the little shorties. And as you're holding it on the back side, this is how it's going to grip right here. So you can use your middle finger, you can use your trigger finger, you can use anything you want, and it gives you an extra extension, so it just makes it feel more natural as you're playing it in the hands. Because for some people, they just didn't like these buttons. I never really used them until now, and now when I'm playing certain games, I actually find that quite useful. So it does mimic that design right here. Now the next mod that you guys are going to see on this channel, it is going to be awesome. I think some of you guys just aren't even prepared for it yet, but let's just hope that it actually isn't junk, because some mods, some accessories, some things just don't come to the light of day because they don't get my CPPC tech stamp of approval. So anything you see here on this channel, that's gone through the vetting process, and I've given it my full stamp of approval. I am very picky with stuff that I want to make a video about, because simply I have very high standards when it comes to quality, fitment, and just overall sex appeal. And I think overall this handheld just looks so sexy with these mods. It's very sleek, it's functional, it's absolutely awesome. Now, one of the other things I wanted to try real quick before we head on out, these are only compatible with Xbox Series thumbsticks. I think I could possibly squeeze these on here, but I don't want to try. I wanted to at least show it for video's sake that it didn't work, because some people are going to ask. But yeah, they unfortunately are just custom fit for these Xbox Series sticks. The other thing is, if you do put these on, it might leave a little mark on the outside of your stick, so just kind of be careful with that. It's a custom fit. It's going to fit really tight and really good, so just kind of know that it might kind of make a little mark or two as it goes on, but you know, that's kind of par for the course when it comes to these. Everyone knows how they fit, and you know, you have to make a little sacrifice there, and honestly, that's completely worth it. Alright guys, well look, I'm gonna get out of here. I got a new mod video coming out soon, so please stay tuned for that. We've got some reviews coming up. I'm going to be reviewing an eGPU for the Ally X. Yep, you heard that right, an eGPU. If you stuck around to the end, leave eGPU love in the comments, and you'll be seeing that really soon. And if you want to get into the channel membership, please check those links below. I'm thinking about doing some more channel member live streams again, especially when it comes to unboxing and testing and just showing you guys stuff that I am working on. And I generally leave those VODs up, and if there's something that you want or need in a video, like an example would be a tutorial, you can't get something working, your Wi-Fi's not working, something like that, please DM me on Discord, and if you're a member, I'll quickly make you a video. And even if you're not, hey, I respond to all my DMs, all the pings in the Discord. You guys are absolutely the legend, the goats, the OGs, and I couldn't do this without y'all. So the community interactions is what keeps me going, and I really appreciate it. And we do have some more controller reviews coming, so yeah, just kind of keep an eye out for those. There are going to be so many new videos coming, especially once I get my new camera set up. Hopefully this camera made it okay through the video, but until the next one, guys, I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night.